Hey guys, this is Aaron, Classic Gamer. We just got the Super NES Classic. Pretty darn cool here. Includes Star Fox 2 for the first time ever. It says right here, it says games included Star Fox 2 Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Then on the side here, it talks about the console. It says the Super NES Classic. Pardon me, the Super NES console. There you go. It's a super retro blast from the past with the return of the all-time fan favorite Super Nintendo Entertainment System. The mini-size Super NES Classic System is packed with over 20 pre-installed classic Super Nintendo Entertainment System games from the 90s, fully loaded and ready to play using original style Super NES Classic controllers. And of course we've got our right here, we've got our original Super Nintendo, and then we have the Super Nintendo Mini, so over here, so we're going to see how the Super NES Classic compares to that. Alright, and on the back here, talks about the controller. Bit of an oversell, but we'll indulge it. Super NES Classic controller. Trying to do this upside down, guys, bear with. Alright, it says play classic Super Nintendo Entertainment games the way they're meant to be played on a full-sized original Super NES controller. Just plug it in and you're ready to go. Includes all the original features plus control pad, quick control and movement, A, B, X, and Y buttons for rapid fire action, and special L and R shoulder buttons in select and start for menu selection and pausing the game. Alrighty. And it shows on the back all the games that are included. Quite the list there. Let me see if I can hold it up here and actually read it upside down. Let's see. We've got Contra 3, The Alien Wars, Donkey Kong Country, Earthbound, Final Fantasy 3, F-Zero, Kirby's Dream Course, Kirby's Superstar, Mega Man X, Secret of Mana, Star Fox, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Hyper Fighting, Super Castlevania 4, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario RPG, The Legend of the Seven Stars, Super Mario World, Super Metroid, Super Punch-Out!, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, and Yoshi's Island. And of course, Star Fox 2 for the first time ever. Oh my gosh! Alright guys, the time has come. We need to open this bad boy. Had this sucker sitting here for a couple weeks. It's time to open her up and check it out. Got the little side tab here. I'm trying to open it without destroying it. It's going to be the key. And I don't know if you guys remember getting the Super Nintendo back in the day. I certainly do. But we were big Nintendo fans, and check this out. This is some fan service right here. It says, now you're playing with superpower. Alright guys, dun 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 dun. We got a little scan code there, nothing crazy. Here's the box. What's gonna happen? Oh my gosh! Alright, we've got ourselves a nice manual here. Alright, maybe it's not a manual, maybe it's just a poster, I'm not sure. We've got a warranty and user agreement. Alright, we've got ourselves a poster. Now you're playing with power. That folds out. It's got setup instructions on the back. And like we thought, it is a poster. Pretty darn cool. Here's the setup instructions on the back, showing us how it's going to look and set up. Alright, nice touch, Nintendo, and it's in full color. Can't go wrong there. Alright, here's some of the side goodies here. We got ourselves a Super Nintendo controller. Alright, so let's check that out. Yeah, it does feel like a Super Nintendo controller. Buttons are a little stiff, but obviously it hasn't been played yet. And of course it'll have the connector like we had on the Wii nunchuck. So this is a comparison to a Super Nintendo controller. One's slightly yellowed, of course, so this is the original. This is the new one. You can see they're the exact same size. It's interesting that the shoulder buttons aren't labeled, like dark, like the old one was. You can see how they're kind of labeled. Nothing too crazy there, and these aren't labeled. Then it says Nintendo on the back of the new one instead of Super Nintendo, like it does on this one. But otherwise, pretty much the same thing, same nomenclature, same lettering, all that kind of stuff. Same color purple, albeit this one's a lot faded because it's old. But anyway, that's pretty cool, guys. Let's just set this puppy over here. We've got ourselves a power cable, nothing special here. And of course, here's our second controller, because this comes with 2 controllers. Really cool. Can't go wrong there. Yeah, I'm unboxing all this on my Centipede cocktail arcade cabinet. And look, let's see. We've got our power cable. Looks kind of like a standard Android charging cable, nothing special. And then it includes an HDMI cable, albeit not very long. Probably looks like about 3 feet. Alright, the moment of truth, guys. Here's the SNES Classic. Let's pull this puppy out. Look how small this is. Oh my gosh. It's so small. Just fits right in here. Look at that. Alright, let's pull it out. Alright, look at that. And it's got a very satisfying click for the power button and reset. We look over here on the original Super Nintendo. We also have the power and reset. The cartridge bay does not open. That would have been a very nice touch. And here's the controller ports, how it kind of looks like the controller ports. But if I remember correctly, this kind of just pulls down. Alright, so this kind of pulls out here, out and down. So that's how that opens. See how I did that? It just from the bottom, it just pulls out and down. Nice little touch. Too bad it doesn't use the same kind of hookup, but that'd be hard, as the original hookup is freaking humongous. So this is what the controller would have to look like. A little impossible. But anyway, we've got the SNES Classic here. It looks absolutely beautiful. Here's the bottom of it. Block out the code there. Just shows what it says there. It just says Super NES Control Deck. And then it has a model number and it says input. Alright guys, so that's the SNES Classic. Let's compare it to the size of the original Super Nintendo. Obviously much smaller. See how this sits on here? And then we have the Super SNES Mini, or SNES 2, also top loader, which is much smaller than the original Super Nintendo. And then here we have the Super NES Mini next to it. So as you can see, much smaller. Really cool clickable buttons, a lot of cool fan service. It'd be nice if the reset button would work and we had little mini controls that plugged into here, but that's okay, not too bad. Then we've got the controllers. So this is the original here, and this is the new one. As you can see, very similar. And we did get 2 SNES Mini controllers to go with that. And I do have some Nintendo Classic controllers for the Nintendo Switch, from the Nintendo Wii era that I can use as well. So that'll give us the home button so that we can go back. Instead of having to hit the reset, you have to hit the reset button manually to go back. Alright guys, thanks for watching the unboxing of the SNES Classic Mini. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, check out Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube gaming websites. Peace and happy gaming.